written a romance where everything should work on paper, but somehow your characters just don't spark? No fireworks, no tension, no butterflies. Yeah, I've been there too. Today we're cracking the code on that elusive thing, that thing that makes the readers root for your couple from page one. Chemistry. Hi, I'm Helen, a writing coach and award-winning produced screenwriter with an MFA in creative writing. On my channel, I teach you the craft of romance storytelling. In today's video, we're diving deep into how to create chemistry between characters. What is it? How do you write it? And how do you create subtle moments that make your love story unforgettable? You see, chemistry is the beating heart of romance. It's what makes readers obsess and keep turning the pages way past their bedtime. Let's start with the big truth. Chemistry is not just about physical attraction. Yes, sparks and stolen glances matter, but long-lasting, can't stop thinking about it chemistry is built on layers. Emotional, intellectual, sometimes even spiritual. Think about Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice. They're not just attracted, they challenge each other. Their conversations are sharp, opinionated, layered with pride, vulnerability, and eventually admiration. Or take Kat and Patrick in 10 Things I Hate About You. Their chemistry isn't just flirty, it's driven by mutual curiosity and emotional tension. There's a deeper connection growing under all that snark. So, if your characters are only connecting through looks or steamy scenes, you might be missing the core. Ask yourself, what do they admire in each other? What emotional need do they meet for one another? Can they talk and really get to know each other? When you layer connection like that, you're not just writing attraction, you're writing a bond, one that pulls your readers right in. All right, now, let's talk tension. One of the best ways to turn up the chemistry is by putting your characters in emotional or ideological opposition. Yep, contrast creates sparks. When characters challenge each other, disagree, or even get on each other's nerves, something electric can happen. But here's the key. There also has to be something deeper pulling them together. A shared value, a mutual vulnerability, or a moment that makes them go, "Oh, I see you." In the movie The Proposal, she's uptight and controlling, terrified of vulnerability. He's laid back, emotionally grounded, and secretly hurt by her. Their surface level conflict is hilarious, but the magic happens when we start to see what's under the bickering, a longing to be seen and loved for who they truly are. Or in Normal People, Connell and Marianne are opposites in almost every way, socially and emotionally. But the chemistry is heartbreaking and magnetic because they understand each other in a way no one else does. So if your romance feels a little flat, try dialing up the contrast. Put them on opposite sides of a decision. Let them misunderstand each other first. Give them conflicting coping styles, love languages, or fears, because it's the push-pull that creates fire. And the more they resist it, the more readers lean in. Now, this next point is a game changer. Chemistry lives in the subtext. Too many romance writers fall in the trap of telling us that the characters are drawn to each other. She felt butterflies when she walked in. He couldn't stop thinking about her. That's fine, once, maybe twice. But after that, it's just words on a page. What really makes readers feel chemistry is what's left unsaid. The looks, the silences, the tension that simmers under casual conversation. Think about Bridgerton, specifically Daphne and Simon. Before they ever kiss, you can feel the chemistry in the way they stand too close, in the way their banter slows just enough to make you wonder if they're about to touch. To make your readers swoon, lean into sensory detail, pacing, and nonverbal beats. Let a hand hover without touching. Write a line of dialogue that means one thing, but implies another. Use silence as tension. And don't be afraid of the slow burn. When the chemistry is baked into how they look at each other, how they argue, how they don't speak, it hits harder than any declaration of love. All right, let's get to the heart of it. Real chemistry isn't just sexy, it's intimate. And intimacy, that comes from vulnerability. You can have all the flirty banter, all the sizzling eye contact, but if your characters never take off their emotional armor, the chemistry stays surface level. What makes us fall for a couple, what makes us believe they're meant for each other, is when they let their guard down. Think of Silver Linings Playbook. Pat and Tiffany are both messy, both guarded, but when they start sharing their pain, their insecurities, their deepest fears, that's when the chemistry becomes real. That's when we root for them, not just because they're cute together, but because they need each other in a way no one else can understand. Or take If Beale Street Could Talk. So much of the love between Tish and Fonnie is built in quiet, emotionally raw moments. It's not big speeches, it's safety, it's being seen. And that's the kind of chemistry that lingers. To build this in your story, ask, what is each character afraid to show the world? What do they reveal only to this person? When do they finally let themselves be messy? And how is that received? Because when vulnerability meets acceptance, that's when love stories go from swoony to unforgettable. All right, I want you to lean in close because this might be the hardest part for us to hear. Don't rush the chemistry. I know. You're excited, you love your characters, you know they're soulmates, and you're dying to get them to that first kiss. That big confession, that steamy scene. The real chemistry, the kind that grips your reader, needs space to simmer, to build, to breathe. Think of the half of it. The emotional connection between Ellie and Aster is so layered and slow, unfolding through letters, awkward moments, and small acts of kindness. By the time feelings are acknowledged, it hurts in the best way because we've earned it, that emotional payoff. Or in To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Lara Jean and Peter's chemistry doesn't come from instant attraction. It's built through forced proximity, little misunderstandings, moments of sweetness layered with vulnerability, and that first real kiss, it lands because we waited for it. So let the connection grow. Give your characters time to observe and learn each other. Let misunderstandings create tension, and clarity create release. Trust that slow burn will make every payoff moment that much more satisfying. Because when your readers are begging for that kiss, that touch, that moment, that's when you know the chemistry is working. So here's the heart of it. Chemistry isn't just about heat. It's about depth, tension, connection, and growth. It's about crafting moments that feel like falling in love. Whether your couple starts as enemies, strangers, or slow burning friends, their chemistry will only sing if it's layered with emotion and truth. You've got the tools now, so trust your characters, trust the slow build, and let the sparks fly. If this video got your creative wheels turning, make sure to check out another video on romance storytelling on my channel. And if you need help structuring your story, developing compelling characters, or getting unstuck, I offer one-on-one coaching for romance writers. Details are in the description below. Until next time, love, Helen.